Hey, it's Miss Alana working on math, getting smarter and smarter every day, just like you. In this video, we are going to go on a hike. Yes, we are going hiking. Raise your hand if you want to go hiking with me. Yes, let's go. Make sure you have your water so you can stay hydrated on our hike. Now, we are going to work on some problem-solving questions in this video and in the other videos as well. So make sure you check those videos out. And remember, when we work on problem solving on word problems, we always use our Cubes clues. So right now, go ahead and make sure you have your piece of paper or your journal and a pencil, and let's begin. Now, let's review our Cubes clues. Write it down if you do not have it already. Cubes clues, what is our C step? Circle the numbers. The U step, underline the key words. The B step, box the question. The E step, eliminate unnecessary information. And the S step, to solve and check. All right, are you ready to read our problem together? All right, let's read it together. It says, Miss Alana is hiking with her class. Raise your hand if you're hiking. All right, I have a few of you all coming out with us. They walked, that means we walked for 4/5 of a mile, took a break, maybe we took a water break, and then walked for another 2/3 of a mile. How many miles did they walk in all? All right, so pause the video if you need time to go ahead and write this problem down. Let me move out of the way. Go ahead and write that down. Pause the video. All right, now, you should have written this down. If not, pause the video. Pause the video and write it down now. Now, I am not going to do it on the board, but I want you to do it in your journal. Go ahead and do the first step, the C step, which is to do what? Circle the numbers. So go ahead and circle the numbers. What do you see? So we see some fractions. We see 4/5. So circle that. What else do you see? What? Okay, fine. I'll do it. I will do it. Let's see. All right, we have 4/5 and what? 2/3. All right, so we're done with that step. The next step is to underline the keywords. What keywords do you see? So remember, we always underline the unit. 4/5 what? Of a mile. 2/3 of a mile. So here's a question for you. Does that mean it's a whole mile, less than a mile, or more than a mile? It's less than a mile because that is a fractional part, which means it is a part of a whole, so part of a whole mile. All right, the next one is underline the keywords. Oh, we did that one. What else keywords? Up right here. How many in all? All right, if there are any other keywords you see, go ahead and underline those. The next step, the B step, to box the question. Where's the question? How many miles did they walk in all? All right, so let me take a highlighter and we'll highlight that. Hope that's not too big. All right, how many miles did they walk in all? All right, done with that step. Oh, no, hold on. Oh my gosh, I checked it off before we did the set. Make sure you do the set, then check it off. The next step, so let's back that up a little bit. Eliminate unnecessary information. Is there anything here that we can erase or cross out? All right, maybe the part that we took a break, because that doesn't count with how many miles we're walking. So we're done with that. The next thing we're going to do is to solve and check. Now, to solve and check, we need to figure out what operation we are going to do. What operation? Use your keywords. In all. So what do we need to do? We need to add. What do we need to add? We need to add 4/5 and 2/3 together. So let's see. Let me move it on to the next slide. So make sure you wrote your Cubes clues, and let's go ahead and work it out. So we have 4/5 plus 2/3. Now, do I just add across? No, we do not just add across when we are adding fractions unless they have what? The same denominator. So since they have different denominators, I need to find a what? A common denominator. And what denominator can we use? You can multiply 5 and 3 to give you 15. All right, so let's write right here 15 plus 15. Now I'm writing it horizontally. You can write it vertically if you would like. Whichever way works best for you, go ahead and do that. Now, what are we multiplying here? 5 times what gives you 15? 5 times 3. So I need to do 4 times 3, which is 12. All right? Now, 3 times what is 15? 3 times 5. So I need to do 2 times 5, which is 10. All right, now what do we do? Now remember, if you are stuck, go watch the video on Miss Alana's class YouTube channel about operations with fractions, okay? That way you can write those steps down in your journal so you have the steps always handy with you. Now we're going to do 12 plus 10. We add the numerators together, and that is what? 22. And the denominator stays the same, which is a 15. Now, what kind of fraction is that? That is an improper fraction, so what do we need to do? We need to divide. So let's divide 22 divided by 15. How many times does 15 go in 22? We can't go in 2, but it goes in 22 one time. 1 times 15 is 15. Subtract that. 2 minus 5 can't do that, so we borrow from the 2. The 2 becomes a 1. That 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So what is our answer? 1 and 7. That's a remainder of 15. Now go ahead and write your sentence down. Our sentence is, how many miles did we walk in all? They walked 1 and 17/15 miles in all. Or you could say Miss Alana and her class walked 1 and 7/15 miles in all. And the last step with that is to solve and check. So we solved it. Now let's check it. We have 4/5 right there, 2/3 right here. Find a common denominator, which is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. So we do 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10. Then we add 12 and 10 makes 22. Keep that denominator the same. We have an improper fraction. Convert that to a mixed number by dividing. 15 goes in 22 one time with 7 left over. Bam, 7/15. Don't forget that whole number. We are done. Make sure you write your sentence. Now, remember, practice every day. That's how you get smarter and smarter every day. And find the other videos. Go check out the other videos so you can do more problem solving practice. Love you.